Today is Monday, July 19th, and I did some snatch work today. Starting with these hang snatches, I did several singles actually. What was prescribed was just 3 working singles, but we ended up doing more. But I'll talk about that, I guess, when we get there. So hang snatch singles, and then some panda pulls, snatch balances, and some accessories after that. And today was pretty solid. Today was actually very solid, especially with these hang snatches. It was definitely much needed, at least for my confidence leading up to this meet, given that we are now 13 days, 12 days out, something like that. But yeah, it was much needed, given how poorly a lot of my snatches have been, how poorly some of my snatch sessions recently have been going. But I feel like recently sort of something kind of clicked with the idea of pulling with my elbows to stay connected after I extend. And yeah, I feel like today really helped solidify that. And I ended up matching my hang snatch PR of 215. And so, yeah, I feel like, all I was really thinking about, honestly, was, number one, pushing hard with my legs. That's like something that I feel like I'll always have to remind myself, regardless of whatever issues I'm having. Push hard with my legs, and then pull hard with my elbows too. And that's sort of the key thing that I think I was missing in the last several sessions. But yeah, the idea of pulling hard with my elbows, pulling up and back is, I think, what lets me stay connected to the bar. And then push hard with my arms. And so those 3 things in conjunction are sort of like, push hard with legs, pull hard, and then push hard. And so that sounds really simple. But I think I'm realizing more and more how much simple cues help me, as opposed to like, I guess, more wordy. I don't know. I'm sure that applies for everybody. And it's not like, I feel like having a solid conceptual understanding of, what's wrong is important. But in terms of applicable cues, it's these really simple ones that do it for me. But yeah, so I missed that rep right there at 200, but then I came back to make it just from, I think that last one I just was not pulling as well, and so it wasn't in the right position. And then this 205 was actually my favorite rep of today. Was definitely the most solid, and it was just from being able to stay connected to the bar after I extend. And then another issue that sort of came up was you can see sort of there, like, I sort of, in trying to get my head through for the sake of overhead stability, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll sort of lean forward more than I need to, which like fucks me up even more, if that makes any sense. Like, I'm already in the correct position, but I feel like I need to put my head through, and that'll sort of mess with my center of gravity and my balance, and that's the thing that fucks me up. And so to fix that, again, simple cues, I was just thinking, move only up and down. Don't think about moving laterally. Just keep it up and down. And that's ended up being exactly what I needed. And so, yeah, matched my best hang snatch of 215, which makes me feel like I'm in a solid position. And I feel like it's probably not a good thing that one good session sort of changes my outlook on everything. And it also is probably not a good thing that I felt like I was not in a good place because of how the previous sessions were going. Even though there was certainly significant change in terms of the way I was moving from session to session, but not anything like drastically different. But in any case, yeah, I'm just glad I sort of had this solid hang snatch session 2 weeks out. And I feel like that concept of pulling with my upper body, pulling with my elbows is really important in making sure that I stay connected. Yeah, and then I did some Panda Pulls. These Panda Pulls were kind of weird. I kept them at 215 to like focus on just getting it as high as possible and just, get used to the feel of pulling 215 off of the ground. And I was trying to think about sort of like getting as much, or the way Aaron framed it actually was like doing just a snatch pull, and once it reaches its apex, dropping down. I feel like I sort of rushed the timing of dropping down instead of letting the bar get to like its maximum height. Yeah, I wasn't super happy with these Panda Pulls, but it's sort of just it is what it is, I guess. And then I moved on to Snatch Balances. And Snatch Balances also went pretty poorly. I think my overall feeling of this session being solid, or just me being happy about this session, just had a lot to do with the fact that my hang snatches went well, but I guess in reality, with my Panda Pulls not being super great and my Snatch Balances probably being even worse, I guess overall it wasn't that great of a session, but regardless, I feel pretty good about it, so I guess that's all that matters. But anyways, yeah, Snatch Balances, so 185 here is my, it was intended to be my second to last warm-up. I was like, maybe I could go for like 215 or even 225, but it's been a while since I've done Snatch Balances, and so 205 here, I actually ended up failing, which was intended to be my last warm-up, and so I was like, okay, I'll just stick to this weight for the next 3 sets that I have, but I ended up failing all of the next 3 sets, which sucks, but it has been a while since I've done them, and the reason why Aaron wanted me to do them was to get the feeling of, one, moving just up and down, but also the feeling of like pushing up against the bar to apply it to the turnover in the actual snatch. But not great, but just is something to work on and focus on after the meet, I guess. But yeah. Oh, I guess I also didn't really mention why I ended up doing way more than three reps on the hang snatches, but basically, I was going to cap it at 205 because I was like, okay, that's like my 3rd single, but Aaron was just like, I think you can go up. And so I was like, fuck it, I guess I'll go up. And then went up to 210, and then it took me like 3 attempts to get that. And once I got that, Aaron was like, yeah, you can also probably go up to 215. So I was like, bet. And then I gave myself 3 tries, and then I got it. And so I was like, okay, I'll call it there. And then that ended up being 9 total sets. But, they're all productive reps, I think. I think I just need to, like, the thing, like, what those reps told me was just that, like, I need to, like, get much better stability and, keep things up and down. But yeah, that's about it.